Good evening, everyone. So welcome to the next session of HRM now. That is session number 14 with this. And today we'll discuss about selection. Okay. So let's wait for everyone to join and then we'll start the session. So waiting for everyone to join right now and then we'll start.
Hello, good evening, sir. Hello.
Sir, good evening. Good evening, sir.
How are you, sir?
Yes, absolutely fine, sir.
Okay.
We'll start the class within few minutes. Let's everyone join in first.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Hello, Rahul. Good evening. Good evening, and thanks for
Good evening, sir.
for your appreciation.
Hello, good evening, sir. Myself, Swadesh Narayan Goyari.
Okay. Yes, please. I think it's your first
Sir.
class.
Not first class, but third time. Yesterday,
Okay.
I have missed actually. I
Okay.
was busy with my job. Actually, now I'm sitting from Assam.
Okay.
Dibrugarh district. Okay, sir. Myself, Swadesh Narayan Goyari.
Perfect.
Working in BHL. Okay.
Okay. Great, sir. Great. Nice
Okay.
connecting you, I think so.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
You be regular in the class, I think.
Yes,
I
sir.
think
Okay, sir. Actually.
more
Okay.
for everyone, I think so.
Okay, sir.
So as of now, we only have one experienced guy in the class, Anush sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank
Yes.
you, sir.
Yes. Thank you. So I think, yeah, please.
Sir, I
please.
have some personal. So
Pardon?
in your area having same lockdown?
Pardon, Rahul. I think I didn't get you.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get you actually.
Okay. So in your area also all is blocked?
Yes. Everything since 10th of April. It's around 1.5 months.
No, sir. Because now we are in Silicon City.
Okay, you are from Indore, Rahul.
Yes, sir. Indore.
Okay.
Silicon City also having the most containment zone.
Okay, because we resides in MR9, so I think this is the main city actually. Yeah, we resides. So that's great. I think you belong to my city only.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, fine, students. So I think, as you know that I think we have shifted a bit of lecture schedule from this week only. Okay, because there were a lot of confusion in the last day actually on Monday. So Monday we have kept a doubt session now, and Saturday we have actually we are planning now for a schedule or a core session. Clear? Okay, students. So I think we are waiting for 1 more minute, and then we'll start the class. Yes. So I hope so, because I can see again few new students today. Ajay Dhiman, Sistikya Pradhan, Sajib Dhar, and I think yes, one from Assam. I think Mr.
Yes, Swadesh Narayan Goyari.
Swadesh. Yes, Swadesh, you can
Yes.
do one thing. I think so. Okay, because I think I didn't have your number as well. So I
Okay.
will just add you in the broadcasting group so that whatever
Okay, sir.
communication we have regarding the case studies or any, you could say, practice
Yes, sir.
sheet, any article, if I share on that, so definitely
Okay.
it will be message you directly. Fine.
Sir, can I have your cell number, sir?
Yeah, it is mentioned on the screen, please. 9926029096.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, please note down everyone, those who are new to the class.
99.
9926029096.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yes, I think those who are new to the class, please can note down this number. Text me on this number, and I'll add you in the broadcasting group. And whatever communication, as we already know the people about the sharing of the details and the notes, that I'll do it on my ID. Yeah. And I hope so now, student, your query regarding your syllabus is clear, because I have already shared those 2 links. So that the syllabus part is, I think, clear to everyone. When it's come to examination, definitely college will intimate you regarding the same. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So I think as we know that we have already completed the recruitment. We have also discussed one case study of recruitment as well. Okay. So we have to start with the selection topic now. Okay, that we already completed in the previous session, that is on Friday, on Thursday even, not Friday actually. So let me just, yeah, this all I think we have completed. Yeah, so we have to start on the next topic, that is selection. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. So shall we start? I think we have 20 students now in the class. Okay. Yes, Sony. Good evening. Okay, students. So now I'm starting the session now. So as you know that I think in the last session, or I'm thinking from the starting of this particular subject, we have started with the HR planning and introduction of HRM. Okay. In such a cases, we have discussed in detail regarding the strategies which we need to formulate under human resource planning. We've also covered up about the job analysis, job designing, job description, and job specifications. Okay. After actually preparing all those blueprint for the company, definitely we have started with the recruitment part, and recruitment, types of recruitment, process of recruitment, we have completed this particular topic as well. Okay. Now the next important part we have, that is called the selection. Okay. Now when we discuss about the topic what is selection, because once you know that, you have a certain set procedure through which you will recruit the person in the organization, definitely you have a particular methodology of selecting an individual on the basis of certain merits, on the basis of certain grounds. Okay, so that is basically the part which we're going to cover up under selection process. Okay, so first of all, what is selection? Okay, as we know that selection is basically nothing but the hiring process. Okay, so whether we need to hire or whether we there is like we are not hiring a particular individual. So I have a request, please kindly don't unmute yourself. Okay, because it is creating some disturbance in the class. Okay, please kindly keep yourself muted. Miss Benita and Sayam, please. Sayam Mandari. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so when we discuss about this particular methodology, that what is this particular selection method? Selection, as you can see that, you can see the picture as well on my screen. It is process of hiring or no hiring, because definitely we have certain filtration process through which we either accepting the particular profile or a particular job application, or we are rejecting that, but make sure there should be a particular standardized merits or standardized ground. On the basis of that, either we will select or we will reject a particular individual. Okay, now in this selection procedure, as we know that the company always actually set a certain criteria, and this criteria preparation or criteria, you could say ideology, is totally based on basically recruitment process. Okay, and whatever you could say we have the vacant positions in the organization, definitely we have to select among the alternative or the options available during the you could say recruitment drive. Okay, so it is basically the selection process which is associated with the qualified, I can say better, to the potential candidate, those who are available to fill the position in the organization. Okay, now when we talk about this particular selection process, there are certain criteria for selection. Okay, so as you can see on my screen as well, there are 4 basic parameters. On the basis of that, we can select a particular individual in the organization. Okay, then first we talk about the formal education. As we know that like each and every job profile, each and every you could say job application or job description or any vacant position which is available in the market, definitely there is a minimum qualification requirement which is already always you could say needed in the organization. Okay, in such a cases we always need to keep in mind that formal education is must and compulsory, because this is the first and foremost criteria of any company to select or to reject a particular individual. That is called the formal education. Second point, experiences and the past performance. Okay, this experience and the past performance, you could say maybe primary basis or maybe secondary basis as well, depends on the potential of a candidate. But usually, for example, if we discuss about certain standardized job, certain you could say high profile companies, if we talk about, they always have very, you could say, strict criteria to select an individual on the base of performances as well, on the base of experiences as well, on the base of exposure as well, which they have in the past. The fourth one is physical characteristics. Okay. Now, when we discuss about physical characteristics, as you know that there are certain jobs which actually demand for physical characteristics of an individual. Okay. Now, these physical characteristics may be the hair, cloth, the color, the texture, the the posture, the gesture of an individual, the facial expression, and everything matters a lot. Okay, even there are some job which is demanded. You could say certain category. Like as you know that when we discuss about different, you could say government examinations. Okay, we different about police examinations. Okay, they have a criteria regarding weight, regarding height, regarding endurance, regarding flexibility. In there, you could say physical test which they always actually go for. Okay, so physical characteristics for a particular individual is totally depends on a particular type of job which we are looking for. Okay, now these physical characteristics, it totally actually define the personality of a particular individual. And always remember, this physical appearances, physical you could say attributes, how you look, how you smile, how you approach, your eye contacts, depends on the type of industry. The requirement of physical characteristics may vary. Yes, friend, are you getting my point? Because this physical characteristics which we are talking right now actually define the professionalism, define basically the integrity of an individual. Then we discuss about like uh, the attraction for a particular company when we discuss about the service sector when we're talking right now. Okay, so in all such cases, we are talking only about the physical characteristics. Like I'll give a basic example to you. Like when we discuss Rishikesh, please, I think, yeah, thank you. Rishikesh, it's my humble request. Please, kindly, students, it's my humble request. Don't unmute yourself in between. It is creating a lot of disturbance. Okay, like I'll just give you an example regarding physical characteristics. Like there are a lot of job which is on field. Okay, on field, like we talk about refinery, we talk about mining industry, we talk about marketing profile as well, where you need some, you could say, physical endurance of an individual, or physical you could say stability of an individual. Now this may comprises about the muscle power, about their endurance, about their, you could say, working under the extreme conditions. Okay, this all thing comes under, you could say, physical characteristics. Now, physical it is maybe like it may be based on physical appearance as well. Like we always know about the you could say the receptionist in a particular company, or we talk about the you could say air hostess. If we talk about, okay, how this physical characteristics is demanded, is required, depends on the type of job or type of job application you are looking after. Clear? And the last one we have personality characteristics. Now, when we discuss about the personality characteristics, it actually defines about the type of personality you have. I think we already covered up this particular topic, that is what is personality. But when we discuss about the personality characteristics in a particular job, okay, so what it may include, we may include about the whether the individual is a strategist, whether the particular individual is a leader, whether the individual is a team player, whether the individual is basically we can say an influencer. Okay, so all these basic characteristics which comes under, you could say, personality characteristics. And again, make sure these 5 characteristics, or this major, you could say, 4 basic formulation or the grounds on which we always actually select an individual in the organization. Haji, is it clear, everyone?
Sir, so
Yeah, please.
formal education means the basic, the
Haji.
individual should be a graduate, right?
Yeah.
Basic education.
Mm-hmm. Even 12th pass as well. Like there are certain jobs which with the company is looking for after 12th pass as well. You may apply as well. So basic education you require.
Okay, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it may be school or colleges or any skill development classes, we can say anything which comes under formal education. Clear? I think. Any other query, please, in this slide?
No, clear, sir.
Next one, I think. Factor affecting selection. Okay. Now, as we know that I already discussed about, there are two, could say, internal environment and the external environment, which basically enforces a particular company, and it may impact as well the selection procedure of an organization. Okay. The first part is supply and demand of specific skill. Now, sometimes it happens that you might not be able to hire an individual because of unavailability in a particular locality. Because, for example, if you're looking for certain skill, like for example, data analytics, we talk about certain, you could say, analytical ability, certain, you could say, level of, you could say, skill development. If we talk about in the engineering field, if we are talking right now, sometimes it's possible that whenever we have certain vacant position in the organization, is it possible that the company may be able to find out the right candidate or right alternative candidate or right number of candidates so that you have an option to select among those? Okay, so whenever we are companies looking for a particular specific skill, specific knowledge, specific experience, whether there is sufficient supply of labor or human resource available in that locality or not, that is about the supply and demand of specific skill. Second point, unemployment rate. Now, when we discuss the unemployment rate, is basically whether the job is required, whether the people have the hunger to join the job or join a particular organization in that locality, what sort of, you could say, attitude which they carry about the company. Okay, so unemployment rate, and according to that, the company may think that they might find the prospective human resource in that locality for their job requirements. Okay. Then we have legal and political consideration. Definitely, as we know that, I think in the last sessions we have discussed as well, because whenever we discuss about a recruitment process or recruitment drive, you always need to decide the age criteria. You always need to, you could say, focus on the minimum wages requirement. You always need to take the certain licensing and certain clearances from the government. Okay, so legal and political consideration always play a very, very crucial role when it's come to selection process. Okay, then we have company's image. Company's image is nothing basically like when a particular individual, for example, if you wanted to join an IT company, okay, and in front of you you have 5 alternative options available. Definitely a particular individual may apply in those companies who having the brand, you could say, image in the market, who having a differentiation image in the mind of the, you could say, prospective individual, and then only you will select whether I have to join the company or not. So brand image, company's popularity is always play very, very crucial role when it's come to factor affecting selection. When we come to internal environment basically consists of the company's policy. Okay, we have human resource planning. We already covered up this particular part, and cost of hiring. Again, it's very, very important part, because I think if you remember, we discussed in the previous session regarding the internal sources and external sources. And as you know that internal sources are cost effective as compared to external source of hiring. Okay, because it is more costly as compared to internal process. I hope so it is clear, student. We have already covered up all the major points which is given in this slide.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, please. Now, selection process. Just have a look of this slide first, and then we'll start discussing on this. Yes, sir. Let's start now. So, as you know that the initial phase, first of all, we are discussing right now, that is called initial screening. Okay. Now, as we talk about the initial screening, initial screening may actually consist of as we can talk the major, you could say points, or major, you could say attributes, which we must need to understand under the initial screening. So it may be, you could say, any sort of, you could say, test you may plan, any type of, you could say, aptitude test, or whatever type of test which is required for the particular job. Okay, it may be, you could say basic requirement or basic qualification, as we are talking right now. Okay, experience certificate or experience which is being required. Okay, or certain exposure which is being required. So initial screening is basically nothing but it is the first process, or the first, you could say, interview process or first assessment process, with the help of which we can actually reject or select an individual based on certain merits, based on certain description which is given in the job profile. Okay. And second one, if there is, you could say, a particular person fails to meet minimum qualification or minimum criteria, your application would be rejected. And if it is so, you will pass. Now, once the application is basically passed to the particular next stage, you have the, you can see the failed to complete job application or failed job specification. Okay, either the job application is not complete, the photo is not uploaded, certification is not submitted, or you could say a particular, you could say, mismatches in a particular requirement, because I think there are certain jobs as well which they actually require certain certification with a particular categories. Okay, so if a particular, any particular job specification or job application is either it is incomplete, or you may not be able to match the company's criteria, definitely it would be failed and rejected application. Next will go for the next one. Okay, now employment test. Employment test is basically, you could say, various type of, you could say, screening in the form of MCQs, in the form of case studies, in the form of situation analysis, which you give to the individual. Okay, and on the basis of that, either the test, if you have cleared it out, definitely you will pass and you will go for the comprehensive interview. Okay, if not, definitely your application would be rejected. Okay, now comprehensive interview, it is basically the first interaction of the employee and the employer. Okay, where you always actually meet face to face. They have, you could say, there would be some question and answer round. There would be certain, you could say, presentation round as well in front of them, and according to that, definitely either you passed, you will have a conditional job offer. You may be selected or may not be selected. Okay, or either if you fail to impress the interviewer or the I could say employer, in that cases, definitely your application will be rejected. Clear? Now, this conditional offer is basically merely a particular tentative individuals who might get selected or might actually move to the next stage. Okay, so if the conditional job offer is basically completely fine, you may be directly given a permanent job offer. If the particular, you could say, there is no requirement for medical or background check, but if the background check is required, okay, the cross verification of the certificates, cross verification of their addresses or whatever, if it is so, you will go for medical physical examination. If you will clear, you will definitely get the permanent job offer. Usually we follow this procedure in selections. Hanji, is this clear? The
Yes, sir.
selection.
Sir, in most of the IT companies, BCG check is required and it's compulsory.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
So basically, like, we are discussing just a generalized way how the selection process usually works. Hanji, is it clear, everyone?
Okay, sir.
Next one now. I think we have discussed already this process as well. Okay. Now there is one more actually process that they have mentioned. Okay. There's one company's process. Telenor, the company is there. For that company, I have just mentioned the process of selection. You just have a look. I think it's very simple. Because if you will find the job process, selection process of different company, you may find on the various organization websites where you may be able to understand about their procedure, their methodology. Because see, this selection recruitment process is basically vary from company to company. But usually the standard which we follow, it is given on the slides.
Sir, concept is common.
Yeah, it's very common.
Concept is common. Only the company to company slightly changes there as per the.
Yes, definitely. Even there are certain companies, those who are going right nowadays, I think even if you apply for certain jobs, you have to go for at least 5 to 6 tests. Test means basically the screening test, which may be aptitude, technical knowledge, your current affairs, situation analysis, case studies. A lot of things are there actually nowadays, and it depends on company to company. Hanji, is it clear, everyone? Please
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think very simple actually. Okay, so let's move to the next part, that is selection methods. Okay, generally we have major 3 selection method we have, that is called the testing, as I told you about screening part, gathering information, and interview. Okay, so let's start one by one. Now, the selection method which actually consists, that is called the testing method. A testing method is basically used to assess the knowledge, skill, ability, okay, of an individual. Okay, now there are basically, you can see that 6 type of testing we have, okay, which include cognitive ability test, personality test, physical ability test, integrity test, drug test, work sample testing. Clear? We'll discuss all one by one now. Let's start with the first one, that is called cognitive ability test. Okay, now cognitive ability is nothing but basically the you could say the ability of an individual to resolve certain, you could say, situational analysis. He must have that you could say temperament, knowledge, skills, or we can say thinking power in how one can actually resolve certain situation or certain challenges which the company is facing. So it is more actually, we can say, intelligence test of a particular individual. Okay. So when we discuss about this particular cognitive ability, it is simply nothing but an individual ability to solve a particular problem. Anji, is it clear, everyone? Anji. Now, basically, yes, student, I think it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Anji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the purpose behind this cognitive test, and actually the component which we cover under this particular cognitive test, which may include, you could say, verbal ability, non-verbal ability, and quant ability. Okay, so these 3 type of, you could say, test which comes under this cognitive test. So verbal, non-verbal, and quant. I think it's very common everywhere. These 3 tests, that is called cognitive ability test, that comprises your intelligence test. Anji, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Anji. Second one is called physical ability test. Now, physical ability is all about the muscular strength, cardiovascular, endurance, flexibility, okay, of an individual. These comes under, you could say, physical ability testing. Now, basically, this testing may require for a particular job or may not require for a particular job. Depends on the, you could say, type of job you are looking after. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anji. So what exactly, like when we discuss about all this, you could say training, which may under, you could say, capacity training as well is also there. The running, the particular, the muscle strength of an individual. Okay. Each and everything will come under physical ability testing, and depends on type of job, it may vary as well. Okay. Next one we have personality testing. Now, when we discuss about the personality testing, we are talking about the thought process or psyche of an individual, better to say, I think so. So when we discuss about the personality testing, and this personality testing we're talking right now, it is more about the psychological testing of an individual. Okay. Now this actually, you could say, assess an individual with the help of, you could say, various types of personality testing. Okay, which maybe you could say a test associated with the, you could say, consultation. Okay, with the help of, you could say, guidance as well. So all these type of personality tests which we're talking right now, that may comes under types of personality testing.
Sir, GDPI can include in this?
GDPI, see, GDPI may be one of the medium to assess the personality. Okay, it may include the presentations as well, definitely. Okay, extempore as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
situation analysis may be given it to you, how you will react on that. So that, because it is totally, personality test is all about basically the temperament which we wanted to assess of an individual in certain situation, because we are actually talking about the type of personality particular person belongs to.
In army, this is must, sir. Personality test.
Yes, definitely, sir.
Army.
Yes. Because even like, you won't believe, if you I think if you go through with any personality book actually, because definitely there are certain specific courses we have in India. So there are different type of personalities. The Myers-Briggs is one of the personalities we are talking right now. Okay, if you'll open, I think if you will just search on the internet, you will find this type of Myers-Briggs personality types. Okay, I think which is based on introvert, extrovert, sensual, intuitions. Okay, judging, perceiving. Okay, so each and there are actually 100 type of personality tests we have actually. The Myers-Briggs is one of the example I have quoted as well. Okay, I think it is clear, everyone. Personality testing.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Next one we have integrity testing. Okay. Now, integrity is basically more about the ethical standards. It's more about the honesty. Yes, it is mentioned in the slide as well. Honesty of an individual. Okay. And how, or you could say a particular person, how you could say one can react under situation, and company will always observe the integrity, the association of an individual towards companies, you could say policies, or towards, you could say, companies, any project or any particular situation which they are talking right now. Integrity is basically is all about the honesty of an individual, up to what extent a particular company may trust an individual, up to what extent, and whether you could say a periodic check would be there on the activity which they perform in the organization, whether it is illegal or not. So integrity test basically is all about checking the honesty, integrity, or the check on the activity of an individual in the organization, whether it is legal or whether it is as per the company norms or.
Sir, here we
Yeah, please.
criminal record also, na? In this test.
Definitely. Everything will be actually considered under this integrity testing,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
because this is basically all we are just talking right now about the pre-employment assessment. Okay, so before, because when we talk about pre-employment assessment, definitely we are screening an individual on the basis of honesty. Okay, and there are certain tests as well, because this integrity testing actually, it's a type of, you could say, software available nowadays, with the help of which definitely we can actually test an individual integrity as well. Okay, I think whether I'm right or wrong, but I think there are two types of integrity testing. Let me check. I think, yeah, there are two types of integrity testing which we have. It is called the covert, and one is called overt. Okay, so two types of integrity testing. I think, if I'm not wrong, actually, that is overt and covert integrity testing we have. According to that, we can actually define the personality type. Okay, like when we discuss about the overt type personality test, they actually talk about, you could say, the dangerous, you could say, which maybe you could say harmful to the company. Okay, and covert basically is all about, it is a type of personality which is likely, you could say, suitable to the company's requirement. Okay, so it's a very lengthy topic actually we're discussing right now, but I'm just keeping it short under the HRM component. That is called the integrity testing. Okay. Next one, we have work sample testing. Okay. Now, work sample testing is, for example, it is nothing but demo. Okay. For example, let's suppose if you are applying in a company, let's suppose, for example, if you wanted to work in a bank, and before you could say reaching to the portal or before reaching to the platform, definitely you have given certain situation on portal, you have given some dummy you could situation in the company, how you will react it. The company will assess you on the basis of those grounds, and the work sample testing is basically is all about the performance of an individual for a particular demo job or a particular situational you could say assessment of a particular individual. So that may come under work sample testing. Clear, I think? Because nothing but we
Yes,
can
sir.
say simulation, I think. Okay, the better word is called simulation. Maybe the perfect one for this.
Sir, first one, integrity testing.
Yeah, integrity,
What
sir.
is this?
Yeah, it is basically all about like before, it is a pre-employment process, as we know that already, pre-selection process. We always check the record of an individual, whether the individual is associated with any illegal activity or not, the track record, policy.
That my crime side.
Yes. Honesty of an individual,
That
cross
background is any crime, then is the problem.
yes, cross verification from the previous company. Okay.
Yes, understand. Okay.
And work sample test is based on simulation, because before actually reaching a particular individual to the portal, you always actually test an individual on a dummy situation, and how a particular one is performing on a dummy situation, according to you can actually assess an individual performance on work sample testing.
So drug testing,
Pardon?
drug testing का so
Actually, the voice is not clear.
He is asking for back testing.
So drug will start actually. 4th and 5th we are done now.
No, sir, back testing. Work sample testing is back like a back testing.
Like
As per, he is asking for that.
like work sample testing is similar to drug testing.
Back testing, BACK, back testing.
No, actually, I didn't hear that word as of now. Okay. Because standard word which we use in the HRM, actually that I'm just talking right now, that is called work sample testing. It may be you could say simulation testing as well. Okay. Now when we come to drug testing now, the last 6 point we have, last point, which includes you could say the you could say biological specimen of an individual. Okay, or biological analysis of particular individual body. Okay, is there any disease, any sort of you could say medical problems which an individual do possess? So drug testing is basically all about that. Along with that, whether a particular individual is associated any type of you could say illegal drugs or illegal consumption of the drugs. If it is so, definitely each and everything would be assessed accordingly. So drug testing includes the biological you could say analysis, along with that testing of a particular drugs in an individual body. Because for example, you are applying for a job, and suppose if you are very addicted to any type of you could say illegal drugs, if you're talking right now, in such a cases we need to understand about that if the illegal substance, if it is being consumed by an individual, it may actually have an impact for at least 3 to 4 months. Okay, because if you'll go for the in-depth testing, because now we have a technology available, if you are consuming any type of drug which is illegal to consume, or the quantity of consumption is illegal, in that cases, like recently if you can see the cases in India, I think 5 to 6 months back. Okay, after the death of the known celebrity. Okay, in that cases, definitely there are certain testing procedure which we have, and with the help of which we can assess the individual's uh, biological specimens. I think Shweta can give you the better answer for this drug testing. Shweta is there? Yeah.
I'm there.
Yes.
Oh, drug test. Yeah, exactly. That is how the body they take the sample, and in blood it remains still 3 months. Like we all know, we have studied that the life cycle of a blood cell is 120 days. So if there is anything, then it can be detected. So
Yes.
technology has advanced a lot.
Yeah, sure, Shweta, you belong to that field now. That's the reason I asked you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is basically the drug testing we're talking. Because generally, what happens, like whenever we go for any drug testing, usually we take the average of 3 months. Okay, so whether
Yeah,
is
because actually they take the blood and like blood cell lives for 3 months. Like people who give donate blood, it is tell to them also for 3 months you cannot donate because it take a time to regenerate the new blood cells.
yes,
That is the reason we can find out anything in any person in
definitely,
3 months.
definitely. Thank you, Shweta. I hope so it is clear, everyone. All these 6 methods, testing type. Okay. Now under
Yes.
under selection process, any of the combination of testing type may be used. Okay, maybe all, maybe 4, maybe 3, maybe 1 as well. It depends on the type, the company's requirement of selection procedures. Clear, I think, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, let's move to the next one. Now I think this is a sample. I think we have mentioned regarding. I think it is not required to discuss right now. You want me to discuss this? I think this is basically I just enlarge a bit. Okay, this type of I think testing is very common. Okay, in the organization. It's just a specimen I have mentioned over here. Yes, shall we move? I think everyone.
Yes.
Because this test include your verbal, non-verbal, analytical. Okay, and depends on the companies as well. What type of I could say testing methods they are opting for. Yeah. Next one now. Informal gathering. Now, information gathering is basically is all about we are actually collecting all the basic data which is related to the application form, resume, biographical data, reference check, everything means whatever information it is being required. That is basically the part of your information gathering. Now, under information gathering, basically we have 3 basic part, which comes as an application form and resume, biographical data, and reference check. Please kindly have a look. It's very simple. We have already covered up in the previous sessions. Because most of the basic details are required. It is already available in the resume as well. But additional information, if it is required, you may ask to the individual or the particular candidate to furnish some additional information if it is required.
What you got for me?
Anji, is this clear? I think everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. And then last one we have, that is interviews now. Interviews, I think it's very common, and we know that under you could say interviews, definitely we have type of interviews. I think it is not yes. Yeah, we have type of interviews as well. Okay. So as we know that under interviews, we have basically certain methodology which we follow. Okay, under selection process, and interview is basically most interactive and most impactful round, or most impactful you could say stage of a selection process. Okay, now under this basically a lot of you could say areas being monitored, assessed, we can say length as well. So when we discuss about the interview process, like when we question related to education, experiences, job procedure, mental ability, personality, communication, situation analysis, okay, presentation, maybe whatever may come under interview. Okay. Now there are basically, when we discuss about the interview, I think it's, as we know that already, it's an in-depth conversation, and the type of interview, sorry, the length of interview and the the way interview is being conducted, it totally depends on the job position you are looking after, first of all, or job position for you have applied for, and according to that you actually plan the interviews questions on the basis of the requirement of that particular position. Okay. Now there are basically classification of interview we have, which is called the structured, unstructured. What is structured? Basically, when we have a set of questions available in front of us, which we will ask to the candidate. Unstructured, we do not have. We are open to ask according to our thinking process, situational, you could say transformation. If you talk about, according to the candidate, you may ask, you may alter the type of question which you want to ask. Okay. Next, we have the stress interview, according to the purpose. Okay. Now, when we discuss about the stress interview, what is stress interview? Have anyone faced in their life stress interview? Or what is the meaning of stress interview?
Work in the critical condition. How to handle in the critical situation.
So what is the basic purpose of stress interview then? What you want to do?
Holding the mentally hold the capacity of the work on that time. Well, how to handle and your mind capability according to the technical ability of your present situation or the upcoming situation. How to handle it.
So they put the employees, the candidates under the extreme pressure, and in order to judge their ability, so that they can think on their own feet, like and respond accordingly.
Yes. So I think basic purpose behind stress interview is just to disturb a candidate, just to destabilize the candidate. Maybe you could say the company may intimidate them. Okay. Maybe actually, because it is possible under stress interview. Okay. So the basic purpose of stress interview is nothing but just destabilize candidate. Now destabilize maybe in terms of basically when we are talking about in terms of their temperament, in terms of their you could say interest.
Basically how much time he should control it on behalf of them.
Because sometimes happen, I think you make ask certain question with the help of it, you will intimidate someone. Okay, you are just waiting for the time that how a particular person will react towards a particular type of question, which may harm his personal sentiments or any person attributes if we talk about. Okay, so that is basically the part.
Yes.
Clear, I think, everyone. Next, we have appraisal interview. It's very simple, I think. Whenever we talk about appraisal, definitely you have to meet to your manager or your higher authorities, discuss about the workload, discuss about their performance in the past, and according to that, your appraisal, your increments, or maybe your productivity may increase accordingly. But definitely the appraisal interview is positive. Definitely the workers' productivity and their habits, their performance may also improve. Clear? Hanji. Everyone, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's very common in the organization appraisal interview. Okay. Next one, I think we have that is called the exit interview. Okay. What is exit interview first of all?
Sir, I think it's a interview which happened during the resignation time.
Yes,
The,
yes.
the
And
organization
during retirement,
and they, how was the experience about the organization and all.
Yes, yes, yes. That is about the exit interview associated with the reason to leave the company. Okay. So reason to leave the company, they actually share. Yeah, just like we are discussing, I always want to take the input and the feedback from the individual about their experience. Okay. I hope so it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Next one now. According to interview content. So I think as we discussed already, that is maybe situational interview, like a particular situation is given to you. According to that, definitely you may ask the question led to any case study or any situation given to him or her. Like for example, in the marketing, it's very common. Okay, like whenever you want to sell any product, they will give a situation that this is the product, how to sell it, this is your target audience, whatever it is. You need to give a particular presentation, a demo to the employer on the base on the spot actually, which is being asked by the employer to the candidate. Okay, job related interview, it's very common, like because whatever particular profile or job profile you have applied for, according to the question may be asked related to your technical knowledge, experiences, your backgrounds. It may be according to that. So job related interview, it may vary related to the job profile or the job application you have applied for. Okay, next one we have behavioral interview. Now, basically, when we discuss behavioral interview, what does it mean actually? What is behavioral interview?
Actually, it is taken for checking the behavior of the candidate, how it's behave in some situation.
Okay. Basically, like in a standard term, Chandra, anything else? I think.
No, sir, no.
Yeah. Because when we discuss about the behavioral interview, under behavioral interview, we actually always talk about the experience of an individual and how he or she has performed under those situations. Means you just always want to know how a particular person behaved under certain circumstances or at that position, what roles and responsibility which they have faced, what challenges they have faced, and even they have faced any challenges. Okay, how they have actually mitigate, or how they have actually resolved all the situation in the past or in the previous company. Okay, so that may come under behavioral interviews.
So it's like past behavior predicts our future performance.
Yes. Simple, nothing, a behavior of an individual. Okay. And the last, I think, is very simple. It is according to admin string, that is 1 to 1. That may be group, or it may be panel interview. Okay. It's very common actually. Anji, is it clear, everyone?
yes, sir.
Fine. So I think now we are going just for a short break, and we'll get back to you at 7:05 sharp. Fine. Okay. So I think there are a few more slides are left only. We'll just complete after that. Clear? So we'll get back to it 7:05 sharp.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, student. Shall we start now? I think. So as we have covered up, I think all these points, okay, classification we are done. This is we are also done. Structured, unstructured. Okay. Behavioral, situational we have done. Questions creation, this we have done already. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is the last slide. I think now it is a complete summary we have. Okay. That is recruitment and selection process. Okay. So this is basically the complete, you could say, scenario, because I have already only discussed this particular topic in really short. Okay, because selection, once we talk about like whatever you could say method and everything we have discussed, each and every component may be discussed in detail as well. Okay, so definitely from your reference notes, you can actually read all these points. Okay, type of testing है, information gathering है, interviews है. This is a complete summary of this chapter. Please have a look, I think. And then I'll just go for the exercise. Case study of this particular topic will start in tomorrow class. Okay, we have to discuss 2 case studies regarding selection and selection, yes. Yes, and I hope so. We have done all these topics regarding the recruitment as well as selections. Anju. Yes, students, I hope so it is clear. So I'm just moving to the small class exercise now. Shall we? Anji. Shall we start?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's move to the few MCQs and true false for this exercise now. Anji. So these 3 questions for MCQs first. Please start. Yes, when waiting for the answers, please. What about the first question?
Performance test.
Yes, sir. I'll go with the performance test.
Performance.
Okay. Correct. So fifth would be the correct one. Second question.
So for second one, I'll go with the personal bias one. Second option.
Interviewing mistake include all. Actually, we need to find out the interview mistake include all.
Which is not a mistake.
Yes.
Yes.
This is not a mistake. So what is halo effect? I think first of all, in HRM, especially in human resource, there are 2 types of actually effect is there in the HRM, which is called halo effect and Horn effect. Any idea to anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. See, as you know that, yeah, please. Anyone? Yes, Shweta, any idea?
No. I have no idea. But I think the answer is that only, no?
No, answer is 4th actually. First of all, let me just first, because halo effect is I think quite different in that, because there are 2 types of, you could say, selection blunder or selection bias actually we can talk about. It's called halo effect and Horn effect. Sometimes it's happened in the company when we discuss about the halo effect, when you overrate a particular employee in the company because of personal bias, and because of that overrating may actually deteriorate the quality and the area of improvement of an individual. That is called halo effect. Horn effect is opposite to that. When you actually criticize a person, even though the person is not actually in a condition to criticize or his work performance is very, very good, but you are creating that image in the company, that it is image in the company which is on the negative side, on the performance of an individual, even though the performance is very, very good. So halo effect is on the overrating and horn effect is called underrating. So definitely was a mistake. Hai? So halo, personal bias, leniency, and talking too much. That is basically the interviewing mistake. The only thing which comes under that is point number 4. Anji, is it clear, everyone? Halo effect and horn effect.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Third one, please. Most reliable type of interview is
Structured.
The situational one.
Structure.
So the
Situational,
structured interview.
situational.
The situational.
But yes, please. Why situational? I think.
Sir, because according to me, when we give someone a situation, we'll get to know how he do the work according to that. That's what needed for the company. That's what best suited for the company. That's right.
But I think, Sayam, don't you think so? When we discuss about situational interview or interview based on certain cases, there may be some personal bias of selection because there is no standard parameter to select a person.
Panel should be right now. Panel when 2-3 people are there.
Yeah,
Sir, it is structured interview.
yeah, structured is the correct answer. But actually, see, whenever a particular person is giving an answer, we should justify why it is wrong, actually, because the personal bias is very, very high under behavioral, under stress, under situation, under panel interview.
But sir, in panel interview, they are having 4 to 5 people there na, for judge the candidates. So there is any bias is available?
Yes, definitely bias is possible. Because see, panel, it means that you have three member, 2 panel member as well. Okay. So there may be a possibility. But under structured interview, because we have a standard, you could say, operating procedure or standardization in the company to select a particular person. For example, if you want to apply for a particular company, let's suppose an MNC, they have a standard procedure available online, for example, first of all. Okay. So if you are actually creating a particular, you could say a yardstick, a particular benchmarking, and because of that yardstick or because of that standardization, there is no chances at all, first of all, for manipulation or influencing a candidate.
Okay, sir, clear.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's move to true false now. From 4 to 9 first. What about the first one, first of all? Okay. That is, reliability is the accuracy of a test in predicting performance.
True.
Anji. Is it true? Reliability.
It should be false, no? We cannot rely. We cannot predict performance reliability.
Yes. Prediction is not possible, actually. Okay. So basically, reliability is definitely accuracy of the test. But in predicting performance, it is always not possible. Okay, because performance may be, you could say, normal, above standard of the company, or maybe below standard as well. Okay, so definitely that may not be the chances, because that cannot give the accuracy to you when it comes to predicting performances. May not, okay, not cannot, may not. Okay, so that is false.
So that's false, no, sir?
Yes, definitely. Interviews are one of the most reliable selection
It
devices.
is true.
True.
Yeah, this is true.
True.
Testing is used most frequently for lower level employees.
False.
False, sir.
Sir, it's false.
Testing is for all.
The most reliable type of interview is structured.
True.
True.
Questions that elicit yes or no answer provide the interviewer with more clarity.
Yes, sir.
True.
True.
Is it true? Anyone find false? Because the answer is false actually.
Why, sir?
Yes, sir, that's the reason I'm asking. Anyone who can.
Yes, sir, false.
Why?
Because from yes and no, more clarity is not given, right?
Yes, because it's a binary type of question.
Yes.
And sometimes, like because it is a close-ended question. Okay. For example, if someone has to give a certain answer or a particular judgment or particular interpretation of a question, definitely he or she does not have any chances to actually move out of that. You could say a set of yes or no or binary approach of a particular company. So always remember, binary approach is not actually the perfect approach to have a clarity. That's the reason it is false. Because that won't give you the complete assessment of an individual. A psyche you cannot read by yes or no only. Okay, 9 only.
Okay, sir.
Yes, it is true. 9 is
Decisions
true.
are based on job performance issue. That is definitely true.
Yes, that's true.
Last few more. Orientation has a long-term benefit to the organization.
I don't think so. False, according to
So periodic orientation definitely may give.
false, false.
Definitely. Because orientation is nothing but just an ice-breaking, you could say, program.
A short glimpse of the topic.
Short glimpse, definitely.
Yeah.
No, it is false. First 10th one. Okay. Most organizations put new recruits on on probation for a given period of time.
True. True.
True, true.
True.
Orientation program still require follow-up.
Yes, according to me, it's true.
It is
It's true, sir.
One of the most significant concern with outsourcing employees is the chance of misplaced loyalty.
True.
True.
Somehow you need to, because I think this is a part of integrity testing. If you remember, I think we discussed. Okay?
Yes.
14th, I think we have employee outsourcing refer to the shifting from traditional employee-employer relationship.
True.
No, sir.
False.
50-50.
False, false.
Yeah, why it is false? I think who have given the false? Hanji. Who was the 50-50 actually?
Yes, sir. 50-50.
Actually, sir, employee outsourcing, shifting for traditional employees.
Definitely, because previously what happened, you always have a reference-based recruitment. Okay, and that is completely actually replaced by the outsourcing now. It is true. Okay, because now you are taking the help of external agencies to actually work on the you could say hiring the new talent, new fresh blood in the organizations. Okay, and the last one, please. Retaining employed after recruitment and selection is an utterly neglected area in Indian corporate sector. Is it true or not?
It's true.
False, sir. False. It's not neglected.
True, sir, I think. In Indian culture.
Because I think if any one of you will go through with the employee turnover, especially in the private and corporate sector, it is highest in the top countries if you're talking right now in India. Okay. Employee turnover.
Retaining is a big question.
Yes.
It's true, no?
Yes, it is true.
It is true.
It's true, sir. It's true.
So why true? Can you please justify?
I think that is the challenging one for us.
In corporate sector, hello.
Yes, Anuj, please continue.
In corporate sector, nobody neglecting easily.
Hmm.
In corporate side.
Definitely.
Yeah, but why? But why, bro?
Hello.
Mr. Anuj, yes, someone has raised a query.
Yes, so I was not in the corporate world, so that's why I need to know why they were not allowed.
Because in corporate sector, the recruitment and selection procedure is quite strong. And they discuss broadly. And neglecting side is also thinking about of them.
Sorry, you're not audible.
Anyone mute yourself if it's possible. Please try and mute yourself.
Some disturbing is going on.
Yeah, please. Ritika, Redmi. I'm just muting everyone right now from my side. Because Sanyam, I think you're new to the class. Actually, we just want to know what exactly your profile is and from where you belong. Okay, so that at least, because you seem to be more interactive in the class. So I'm just unmuting right now. Please, you can speak up.
So, sir, I am in a business field right now. My business is related to building materials and real estate.
Okay, so from where you belong?
So I belong to Jawra district, Ratlam, Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, you are from MP. Fine.
Yes.
Great. So I think Mr. Anuj is basically the one of the most experienced individual in our class. He is actually working since last 30 years, maybe around. So yeah, so he's one of the most active member of our class as well. So now, Mr. Anuj, I am just unmuting you. You can give the answer of Sanyam.
Yes, sir. Because the corporate sector is the broadly they recruited the candidate and also selected the because of the all thinking, external, internal, all both of them. Then they should not neglecting the anyone easily.
Yes,
that's the true.
Perfect, sir. Perfect.
So in the corporate sector is the very competitive market for the corporate sector, sir. Then easily not a selected the candidate.
Yes, very true, sir. So Sanyam, I hope
this is the reason. Yeah, got it completely.
Yeah, Raksha, I have unmuted you, please. Go ahead.
Sir, in corporate sector, when it comes, when the employees comes for resignation, and the HR thinks about the retaining the employees, they also provide certain, they also provide projects which are more beneficial to them. Right? Suppose some woman working in the organization and she is having some shift problems. So the HR provides supports to them also. So they helps in retaining the employees as well.
Definitely. Good point, Raksha. Very good. So I'm unmuting everyone now, okay, because it's very disturbing at that time to listen everyone, okay. And student, definitely this Saturday we will plan our activities, okay. So I'll just share a few things with you, and today I will also share some, you could say some assessment-based question with to everyone regarding recruitment selection on the WhatsApp only, okay. So give me the time till evening, and I'll share that content first of all to you. And recruitment selection we have completed now. Only case study is pending. So case study we'll discuss tomorrow. Along with that, we'll start the next topic. Okay, that is training and developments. Yes. So any more doubt? I think Sanyam, now it's clear. I think yesterday was your first class, but it was doubt session actually.
Yeah, that's yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you. Any more doubts with any more query?
No, sir.
We are done with this topic, recruitment and selection.
So this topic is over now.
Yeah. Actually,
next one is?
Yes, next topic.
It is training and development.
Training and development.
Yes. After that, we'll discuss motivation theories. I think few more topics are left. Because see, again, this HRM topic, HRM subject is extremely vast. Because as we know that we have a limited and restricted time to discuss everything. Because I have so many things to discuss with you people, frankly speaking. But because of the time restriction, I always actually cut short my my content. Okay. Even like Raksha, we discuss the same thing in the marketing as well. I think there are a lot of things to discuss in marketing. but we need
Yes, sir.
because
But
of,
it was little bit boring. But HRM is like interesting one.
see, it depends on your profile. It depends on your, you could say, base as well. Because like I belongs to this particular field of management. So each and everything, I'm more elaborative. I'm more expressive when it's come to my content. And I think recently I have started all these practices to giving you the class assessment, work assessment as well, because it may actually improve your level of thinking somehow.
But I like the
Yes, sir.
marketing one. It was like little practical.
Yeah.
Actually, this is also
Yeah, not
impact
too much to
the
HR. Yeah,
student
that's
to
why.
So then related with this topic, now I have one question.
Yeah, please, please.
Sir, for any interview,
Hmm.
which is the most suitable answer for to determine your weakness or like the same?
Yeah, that's what actually I think from your question, Rahul, like how we can actually assess or reflect from particular answer given by the prospective candidate, we can understand or we can judge a particular individual. I think that is a question I hope.
Okay. So the job is for as the DGM in production. So what is a suitable answer for this type of question?
Can you please
Having
repeat?
experience 16 years or 17 years and then suddenly ask this question, what is your weakness? And that time, what is the suitable answer for in production department?
In production department, see, first of all, like usually, like frankly speaking, when we discuss about all these strengths, weaknesses, or assessment of the individual, you could say core, usually like when you will move to hierarchy, okay, I think Anu sir will give you more better answer for you. I think when you will move to hierarchy, actually the level of question when it's come to asking regarding your analysis, because as the level or the job position moves or hierarchy moves upward, or in the V shape we talk about, the level of question is basically more about the industry knowledge and the experiences, frankly speaking, Rahul. Okay. Because, like, for example, you have started from the actually, you could say, at the ground level in an organization level as well. The things that the questions are very different, and the discussion is also very different. Yes, please. Yeah, please continue. Mr. Anu, I think there are some network issue at your end.
This depth of the knowledge of the person. Which depth person is having the knowledge in front of interviewers, then they will decide how much depth.
I think Mr. Anuj, you are facing some issues. I think he has also disconnected as well. Rahul, I think, is this your question? I have given the answer, or there is something else?
Hello.
Want to know only, sir, please. I want to know only the suitable answer for this.
Okay.
Suitable answer is this. Suitable answer is this for. Please. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Anuj, you're audible. Please continue.
Suitable answer regarding the production line. You tell them depending on the situation. If
only weakness. What is your
weakness is open depending on the situation, critical situation. If you are not handle on that, you give the answer to
the situation based answer should be for your strength. It shows your strength, not your weakness. Yes. It's just very poor.
You reply them. You reply them. This is the situation. As per the situation, I will handle on that condition. My weakness is weakness side. You give the answer depending on the situation. Hello.
But sir, for that position, the situation handling is the most priority. for the
see-
top management, na?
But
So that's why
every time situation is not same, na?
okay.
If you have the some weakness,
Like, please, National, please understand.
if you have some weakness regarding the technical side or regarding the other thing, other side, then this is comes depending on the situation, what you have the depth and what is the situation on that time. You not explain at the spot of the interview.
That's
Hello?
okay.
Actually,
Yes, thank you.
can I say something?
Sure.
Can I say something?
Please.
Definitely.
Actually, it's weakness can be when interviewer is asking for your weakness. Your weakness must be like that in such a situation. It is an positive one, but you show that this is a weakness one. For example, if someone is asking for you are a technical manager and what is your weakness, you say that my weakness is that if someone is if any parts is going fault, anything is get faulted, I personally go and check. I can't wait for a technician. This is one of my weakness, which is actually produce him as an your benefit point, but you say that this is my weakness. कि कुछ भी खराब होता है तो मैं इमीडिएटली उसको अपने आप रेक्टिफाई करने का कोशिश करता हूँ. I think this is the most suitable answer regarding these types of question.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Actually, like what I would just want to add, if you will just permit me for the same. Okay. So
Yes.
usually, like when we are discussing about this, like the question which they have raised, usually like whenever like number of interviews I have faced in my life, okay, when it's come to weaknesses, basically you always need to approach for a denial. Denial not in terms of basically you are neglecting the question or you don't want to answer the question. You always need to create a blend of negativity supported by some positive aspect. For example, let us say like the Chandrabhushan have raised this particular example about technical part. Okay, because it may be possible, like for example, if I'm talking about in the field of academics, for example, if the interviewer, like my director of the college will ask you regarding my research work, definitely my research work may not be 100% true or may not be 100% ethical. Okay, but I have to prove my point. That's that it's my learning phase right now. I'm not denying to give the answer because he tried to under denial phase right now. I'm not denying that my work is 100%. I'm just telling that I have just put forward my best effort to complete my research work, but there would